know you wanted to get that win against Chico on Saturday. Things are going well in the second half, and just kind of tell us just what happened in the end, and wasn't able to Chico to get a win on your guys' home court.
Right, that one was brutal. It's a tough one for us to get over. We're still not over it, and just the fact that it was our game to lose essentially, and we didn't score essentially. The last 6 minutes or last 10 minutes, we scored 6 points. They scored 19, and it's that was the difference. Was that I think it was 60 to 50, and then it just kind of hit a dry spot.
Obviously, you guys got to get back into things this week with a road trip. Coming off that win against Stanislaus, where you guys scored 90-something points from start to finish. You guys seemed like couldn't do nothing wrong. How much of a setback is this for Chico? I mean, you got to win. You guys are really doing well this week, but how much would you say of a setback was it?
It's definitely one. At this time of the year, we're trying to make the top 6, and that win over Chico that game over Chico would really help us, get tied with them and help move us up the ranks. And it's a setback. It's not, today we're talking about a speed bump versus a stop sign, and we have to learn from it. I think that as a team, we know we're capable. We have to be able to compete for 40 minutes, and too many times there's been stretches for 5 to 10 minutes within a game that we either lose focus, lose confidence, whatever it is, and we don't finish the game.
Having reached now the halfway point of conference play, you're going to talk about it, but what have you learned about your team, and what else needs to go right as you enter the second half?
Basketball-wise, we have to rebound better, and that's our focus. And I take full responsibility for our loss on Saturday. We need to make sure that we rebound offensively in practice and in games, but more importantly in practice to force ourselves to rebound defensively. And we gave up 22 points to Chico off of second chance opportunities and only scored 9 of our own. And that one stat is something that you can definitely work on and try to get better with.
You guys take on San Bernardino this week. Got a win against them earlier in the season, and obviously going on the road, no simple thing, playing away from Lumberjack Arena. But what's the game plan against San Bernardino? And obviously they're going to want to avenge that loss to you guys.
Right, and they had 2 key players out in that first game. They their second and third scorers didn't play against us the first time, so they're going to be a different team. They run a lot of different people in. They're very athletic. They can get to the basket and force you to defend and rotate and all that good stuff. So and they killed us on the boards, and both San Bernardino and San Diego are very good rebounding teams, and so that's something that we're going to be focusing on again. But we're just looking at one game at a time, and that's San Bernardino on Friday.
Definitely basketball team game with your 5 players out there, but the Stanislaus with Kersey and with Shields. The performance, both offense and defense last week. I mean, if they can do that and get some others involved, I mean, good things obviously can happen for this team.
Right. Thursday's game was a perfect storm, right? We had everything clicking offensively, defensively. We were taking away what Stanislaus wanted to do, and got them out of what they what they feel comfortable doing, and so and we did it for 40 minutes, which is something that we've been stressing, and teams don't typically allow Kersey that much freedom in the open court, and so she was able to break the press and then makes good decisions down with the uneven. So that was kind of the difference in that game. And keeping Megan on the court, she only played 18 minutes on Saturday and still was able to get, I think, 9 or 10 rebounds, but we have to keep her on the court longer.
What are you guys saying to kind of have the team try and get over Saturday rather than dwelling on it,
right.
And kind of have lingering feelings and thoughts about it?
It's hard. We didn't watch film on Monday, which we always do, because it was kind of like a mourning period on Monday where, I hate to say that because it's not, that big of a deal, but it is, they're just brokenhearted, and so we didn't want to rub salt in the wound on Monday. So we have, they have the opportunity to watch it. We have it up on our server, but it's trying to learn from it and take a look at what are the things we can control about that game and try to get better, and so move on and use it as a motivation for us to continue to finish the second half.
And I asked Jane this as well, but just, is there definitely a sense of urgency setting in for you guys knowing that, there's only 10 games, 10 games left in the year and trying to, kind of fight the uphill battle to get into the top 6?
I think so, especially our seniors, they see the end is near and but those three always bring, they always compete and are ready to play. So I think that it's kind of, a realization by a lot of people that, oh gosh, it's getting closer and we're not, we're a good team. We just don't have a very good record right now. And so it's just kind of a very good example of how good the conference is. And we're just going to try to string one together and then go from there.
How did you like the atmosphere on Saturday night, especially big rivalry game sold out? Jim, we asked this to Jane earlier. How did you like coaching in that and having your team?
Gosh, I'm glad you asked that. It was amazing. It's the best atmosphere that anybody would see in our conference. A sellout crowd. I really appreciate all the fans that came out and the football team for bringing their support and yelling and doing everything they could to help us. And I just wish we could have rewarded our fans with the W for them. But we really appreciate all that, and it's awesome. That's why you practice and lift and do all those things all year, is to be able to play in that kind of environment. It felt like a playoff environment, and that was why it was even more disappointing, because we felt like we disappointed those 2,000 people as well.
So open invitation for the rest of the season.
Right.
Right. That's what I said.
That's a lot of fun.
They really added a lot.